Hello, and thanks for joining me today. You're listening to Alive with Dr. Nimira. Over the last decade, I've been spending my days taking care of mostly women who not only have aches and pains, but who've also spent the last decade or two putting their career and family first. I stand for a world where we can live our passions and purpose all out without the fear of our physical bodies giving out. I've created this podcast, Alive, always living in vibrant energy, as a quick way for you to learn more about your body. This really is a no frills, get the information out there podcast, and I hope that you enjoy it. As an upper cervical chiropractor, I regularly take care of many different types of people at varying degrees of health, and over the upcoming episodes, we'll discuss many types of things that can be reduced or eliminated when you can rebalance your health at the level of your brainstem. So I wanted to quickly say Happy New Year, everyone. We're working our way through January pretty quickly, and I can't believe that we're seriously halfway through January almost. It's been a really busy day, even for me today. I had a ton of new patients and had to deal with all of that, so I'm a little late recording this podcast. But January is Thyroid Awareness Month, so I thought it would be appropriate to find some time to talk about Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which I find to be very common among many of the patients that I take care of. So I know that I've mentioned at times in the past, I have a primarily female-driven practice. I take care of many women, many of them over the age of 40. And that's just kind of has become part of my specialty in terms of women's health. And it's something that I love doing. And Hashimoto's is something that pops up very frequently within my patients' health profiles. So it actually affects 14 million people in the United States alone, making it not only the most common form of thyroiditis, but also the most common thyroid disorder in America. Now, Hashimoto's is actually an autoimmune disorder, and these types of disorders are caused by a malfunction in your immune system. And doctors aren't really sure what causes autoimmune disorders to occur, and that's kind of the allopathic model, right? So when we're looking from the natural health perspective, we're looking at how the body is basically fighting itself when we're trying to figure out why. And when we look at it from a chiropractic perspective, we're really looking at the wiring and the messaging that's being sent from the brain to the body and trying to figure out how we can get that back on track. So women are 7 times more likely to have Hashimoto's than men. And that's probably why it becomes so prevalent in my practice. So what are the symptoms of Hashimoto's? When it comes to the skin, many patients have extreme dryness or roughness of the skin. It can be very itchy. When it comes to your hair, there are many people who have extreme hair loss or dryness. Those are some big things that we notice as we're getting older, and so it's something that may not be as obvious. Also, other common symptoms are constipation, depression, enlarged thyroid. Then you have the stuff that's really not as obvious when it comes to that. It would be things like fatigue, joint stiffness, muscle weakness. Those are all sometimes things that you just think of as getting older. You also have puffy eyes, sensitivity to cold. Many times heart rate is slowed down, and many people can have extremity swelling or weight gain. So how do we test for it? Basically, because Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disorder, it involves production of abnormal antibodies. So a blood test is what's used to confirm the presence of antibodies against thyroid peroxidase, so TPO antibodies, which is an enzyme normally found in the thyroid gland that plays an important role in the production of thyroid hormones. So why do I end up seeing these patients? A lot of times these patients are coming in because of that joint stiffness or muscle weakness, or trouble sleeping or exhaustion or fatigue, because those are things that they kind of see happening anyway, and they just want to feel better, right? And I see that many of these women do have issues with their posture and alignment, and so we're able to help kind of realign all that to help make it a little bit easier on the body to take care of itself. First of all, muscles start to relax when the body is in proper alignment. When we can get pressure off the brainstem works better. As we know, brainstem is actually responsible for heart rate, respiration, cycles of wake and sleep, your blood pressure, all these things that can improve when you have proper brainstem function. And then not only that, but having proper brainstem function, proper nervous system function really allows the rest of all of your symptoms to work better, your systems to work better as well. So sometimes you also have reduction in these autoimmune symptoms because your body's starting to heal and all these systems are able to work a little bit better. So that's a really simple version of it. I just wanted to bring something to light. We always want to try and make sure that we have an awareness of things that we may not have thought of in the past. So that's all I have for today. I hope that you learned something new, and it's something that if you hadn't heard of before and you're starting to see these symptoms, you're always welcome to reach out. I can always help find you a referral or see if it's something that I can help with. But don't take life too seriously. Stress makes everything worse. Enjoy this week as best as you can, and I will catch you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, purposefully live all out and reach out for help if you need it. I'm here for you.